Beardo Banjo.
Hello there everyone, and welcome to another episode of Will It VR with me, Beardless Benjo, because I shaved off my beard like a crazy fool, and I regret it. But enough about my facial hair. Today I'm trying Crysis Remastered in Vorpx. I'm really excited to do this. I always wanted to try the original Crysis in Vorpx and just never got around to it. It always seemed like a really logical, obvious choice to try and experience in VR, but I never made the time to do it. So instead of playing the original and loading it up with mods to make it look super fresh and super slick and modern, I thought I'd just try Crysis Remastered because in theory it's built on the Cry engine, so I can use the profile for Crysis 3, which is what I've done today. I've used the Crysis 3 profile and attached it to Remastered to see if I can get some kind of playable VR representation of Crysis Remastered. If you're new here, please drop me a like and hit subscribe if you enjoy the content. I try out non-VR games in VR once a week, and I'm happy to take suggestions as well. Sometimes I run polls on my channel, sometimes I just decide, hey, I'm going to do this today, and that's what I do, but I'm always happy to accept feedback, and I just like trying out games in VR using Vorpx, games that aren't supposed to be in VR. It's a lot of fun, and Vorpx is a fantastic tool. Right, let's jump in and see if Crysis Remastered works well in VR. I'm really not sure what this is going to be like. I think Crysis 1, 2 and 3 work quite well, so fingers crossed this does too. Let's find out. Okay, here I am in Crysis Remastered, and I can confirm geometry works. Geometry 3D is working, but I've noticed something very peculiar about the game itself. Now, I'll do a full test in a moment, but the thing that I've noticed, which is a little strange, let me just use Edge Peak to get there, is the game has no FOV settings that I can find. I've checked in here, not a huge amount in there. Audio and video, you'd assume it would be in here, so graphics, got brightness, contrast, gamma, my display, my anti-aliasing, VSync, turn VSync on, all just my kind of settings in terms of graphical quality. I'm not sure what this slider here is. It doesn't say anything. I'd assume it's related to motion blur. Let's apply it. See if it does anything. It didn't do anything. Really strange. No FOV slider for the game whatsoever, and I find that bonkers. I've just equipped my special armor. I find it very strange that there's no FOV slider. What I have done though is use the FOV enhancement within Vorpx. So I'm looking at the Vorpx menu now, which you won't be able to see because I'm just capturing the game. And I will upload this profile so you can try it if you want to. So I've currently got the game set to Geometry 3D. Now I've just turned Geometry off, and I've obviously lost my field of view enhancement, and it's very tight. It's just a big gun in my face. It's not great, but it runs a lot smoother. Really fast, very slick, really high frame rate here in VR when I've got it set to not have Geometry 3D. Then I've got Z Normal, Z Adaptive, and Full Geometry. Oh yeah, Geometry looks the best by quite a long way. Everything is fully realised in stereoscopic 3D, but it isn't running as quickly and smoothly as it is without the 3D reconstruction or just Z Normal or Z Adaptive. Z Normal and Z Adaptive are very smooth as well, but Geometry looks the best and gives you the ability to change the field of view within the inbuilt 3D FOV enhancement, which I've used. So my point of view is a lot more comfortable in Geometry, but it doesn't run quite as smooth as it does when you've got the 3D stereoscopic turned off or just changed to Z Adaptive or Z Normal. Now, just as a recap, if you're new, I have a i7 9700K processor, a RTX 2080, and 32 gig of RAM. Now, I am capturing the game using OBS, plus I've got the game running on its highest settings, plus I've got Vorpx running, which is powering the headset. So there's a huge amount going on. It is quite taxing. But Geometry 3D, which renders everything in full 3D, is definitely giving the best visual representation, but isn't running anywhere near as smoothly as Z Adaptive, Z Normal, or 3D turned completely off. It's not that it's not unplayable. It's certainly playable, but the field of view enhancement. The field of view enhancement is impacting some things. You'll probably see it on the video. So, so if I look down, I bring the sea level up, and you can see the sea level rising and washing away those buildings. I really hope you can see this on the video. It is absolutely bizarre. So the game looks fantastic like this, but that is a strange graphical issue, and I'm almost certain it's going to be attached to the field of view enhancement. Let me change that. Let me turn the field of view enhancement off. Yeah. I'm not getting that same issue anymore. What I am getting, which is a little bit bizarre, and I imagine it's tied to geometry. Let me just turn geometry off for a moment. Yeah, so when I turn geometry 3D on, which is really the way you want to play most Vorpx games if you have the option, if I turn it on and I look down the sight of my gun, the red dot is no longer in the middle of the sight. It's down a little bit, and it would make it almost impossible to line up shots. Okay, I'm going to try and play it for a little bit in Z Adaptive, and I'll go back to geometry, and I'll let you know how it looks. Geometry is definitely the best way to play it if you want a fully kind of 3D VR experience, and you can change the field of view. But right now within Crysis, there is no ability to change the FOV in-game that I can find, which is very strange. Which means that playing in Z Adaptive, Z Normal, or 3D off means your field of view is going to be very tight, because you can't use Vorpx's field of view enhancement without geometry. Hello. You should definitely be dead. That first shot was in your head. The... Oh, HUDs. Oh my god, where are they? The HUDs are not visible to me. Bugger, have I completely changed my... Reload your gun. Nice! Look at that shot! What is he doing? What is he doing? That might be a glitch. Alright, let's headshot these guys so I can talk about the game. I can't see where your head is. I just shoot in your general direction and hope for the best. Are you dead? How are you still alive over there? There we go, right, he's dead. Oh my, where are you coming from? Oh, come on. Alright. Get down. Thank you. Alright, they're dead, so I can talk about the game now. So, head tracking works really, really well. Head tracking is really, really smooth. I think I've set it to about 75. Yeah, 0.75 is what I've got it set to in the Vorpx menu. Now, currently I am running in Z Adaptive 3D, so I don't have full stereoscopic 3D. It is available. You can turn on geometry, but turning on geometry does cause a loss of quality in terms of the way the game runs. Some strange visual glitches, such as the red dot isn't in the center of my sight anymore. The sea looks really strange. Yeah, that's making shooting really difficult because, I say, the red dot isn't sitting in the center of my sight, so I'll go back to Z Adaptive for now. There we go. Z Adaptive looks great. Completely playable. It's actually running at a blisteringly high refresh rate. The frame rate is really high on this. It's one of the smoothest Vorpx experiences I think I've had. Just the speed of that head tracking is very nice. Can I pick that up? I'll throw it into the sea. Take that. It's got some strange physics, this game. Really strange. One thing I will say, and this is more a comment on the game than the Vorpx representation of it, is I get that it's a remaster, you know. I think the normal game with a bunch of mods actually still looks better. Like the original with just a ton of mods thrown at it still looks better than this remaster, which is strange because you'd think they would have gone all out. I mean, the sea looks nice, and that's kind of cool. I don't know, it doesn't look amazing for a remaster of a game that, you know, at one time was kind of the meme, you know. This was... Well, that's kind of nice. It was the game that you test on your PC to see how good your PC is. And this is still fun. It's still good, but it kind of isn't that anymore. Now, one thing I touched upon a moment ago was I can't see my menus. Not my menus, sorry. I can't see my HUDs. So I can't see the bottom left, which tells me where the enemies are and their threat level. Get down. Isn't causing to be too much of a problem right now, but later in the game when it gets a little bit tougher, that might be an issue. I can't see where I'm supposed to go. Like, I can't see my objective. But you can use Edge Peek to have a little look at that and say, okay, so I need to get to that green dot. Where the hell is that? Who knows? Let's see if we can get there. Completely playable in terms of the way it's running right now. It's running really smoothly, and it's actually really enjoyable to be in here and have the head tracking. And can you shoot trees down still? Ah! Yes, you can. That's nice. Some things will never cease to amaze me in games, like just chopping trees down or shooting trees down is always going to be pleasing to me. Yeah, very nice to play in VR. I'm enjoying this immediately because it looks so crisp. And it's such a kind of a basic, classic FPS. It just lends itself to VR so well. It is just a shame, and it might be a deal breaker for some, that the geometry 3D isn't that great. And the game has no FOV slider. I'm sure if I look online, there's probably a way to change the game's... Oh, hello. Change the game's configuration files to update the FOV myself. Oh, I'm running out of ammo. But I haven't tinkered with that at all. Nah, I don't need cover. I'm alright. Use my armor mode. Oi, what are you doing? I did. I need one of their guns. They've got better guns than me. Yeah, let's take that. Right, where's this other person that's shooting me? Oi! Oh my god, I died! I completely lost my thought track there, what I was saying. Can I drive cars in this?
Psycho and I are moving to the signal location. Nomad, there's a checkpoint blocking the path up the valley, so deal with that first.
Ah, okay, yeah. Can do cars as well. Oh! Oh, this is pretty good, you know? This is pretty good. Let's see if we can drive down here. It's perfectly playable in here. Come here, you. Oi! Yeah, take that. That's what I thought. Perfectly playable in here. Really is. It is just a shame that the FOV is so tight. Now, I'm not discrediting. There's probably a way to change that. Someone online is probably already working on a mod, or there may be an update, or I might just be missing it. But honestly, I've been through the settings pretty thoroughly, and I cannot see anything that relates to field of view, which I do find strange. You'd assume it'd be in here, and I'm not seeing it. And I'd love someone in the comments to be like, it's right there, you're looking at it, you idiot. But I don't think it is. There we go, there we go. Nice and stealthy, like a predator. I am the worst Crysis person ever. Even with my nano suit, I'm garbage. Maximum armor. You dead? You behind this tree? Ah! Flaming heck. You guys are just a mess.
Signal to a valley 3 clicks due east. Psycho and I are inbound. Get to the rendezvous, but be advised. Enemy forces are dug in deep.
Copy, Prophet.
Right. I've managed to kill the men that were trying to kill me. It only took me about 4 attempts. So that will probably tell you something about how playable this game is in VR. It's very playable, it looks very nice, but not being able to see that mini-map is a bit of a problem. Because you want to know where the enemies are, and you want to know how alerted they are to your presence. And you just want to be able to kill them, really. Still very immersive, and I can still use... Oh, shit! Shit! This is very immersive because I drive like this in the real world. Still use... Oh, no! Oh! What's happened here? This is a right... Oh, I'm getting out of there. Getting out of that. Not worth it. Hey, guys. I need a lift. Where are you going? Oi! Go special mode. That's it. Whoa! These guys, honestly, these guys are a nightmare. What's that? Ah! Christ! Jesus! These guys are unrelenting. We did it? We all dead? We done now? Okay, being able to see the minimap isn't really helping. It's just harder than I remember. I've only got it set to normal. Maybe I'm just shit. There's a really good chance I could just be complete shit at this game. Can I get on top and take the gun? I want that big gun up there. Can I have that? Yeah, I like it, but I'm not parked in the right place, really, am I? Just drive up a little bit and just use that to kill everyone. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right, we'll get in. And we'll take this. Oh God, I'm so bad at driving in this game. Right, we'll take this and we'll drive it just over here. We'll position it carefully. Just here. That'll do. And then we'll jump on top. We'll get in. Oh, this is great. Yeah, you weren't expecting this, were you? You idiots. And you. I'll blow your stupid little beach house up. Take that. And that. Who's shooting me over here? Oh, wait, you. What are you playing at? That truck's got to go, innit? I do love how you can just break the buildings. I know it's fairly kind of common in newer games, but there's still not a lot of games that do it to the level that Crysis does. It just looks great. Hello. This is working much better than going in there and trying to fight them one-on-one. Boom! Take that! Right, off I go. This is pretty great. I won't play for much longer. I don't think I really need to showcase much more than what I've already shown. But this really works. If you're curious, it's definitely worth a go. Or if you've never played the original Crysis and you don't want to load it up with mods to make it look a bit more modern, then again, definitely worth a go. Okay. Look at all these.
Roger that.
All these silly little things. What are they? What are these? What kind of bird is this? And why are there so many of them? And where are all the turtles? I just want to throw one turtle in VR. That's all I want to do. Oh. Are they turtles or are they crabs? Hello? Can I pick you up? Yes! Get out of it! That was kind of sad. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Didn't go that far. Just carry it around with me now. Can as well. There's a guy over there. I'm going to throw a crab at that person. Hey guys, you alright? I'm a crab. He actually was killed by that crab. Or did he get back up? I'm not entirely sure if he died because of the crab. I'd love to think that he died because of that crab. But I think the crab died too. That's a small sacrifice. You brave little warrior. You'll never know what you accomplished today. Why are there so many flocks of these strange little birds? Look at them. Oh! I can pick up the birds! Hello? Can you fly? No. Shit. I'm so sorry. That's how like birds teach their babies to fly, isn't it? They just like push them out of the nest and hope for the best. Right, up. There we go. Right, it's time for you to learn. And if you don't learn, you'll have to learn to swim. It's just sad. Not even a plop, not even a splash. Just straight into the sea. It runs really well. So if you want performance over the kind of the stereoscopic, fully realised 3D, then you'll have to drop down to Z Adaptive or Z Normal. But if you want that geometry 3D, it is here. It is an option, but it just does create some bizarre visual glitches. Head tracking is extremely smooth. As I say, it's really fast. The frame rate in here feels very good. It's very easy to play. My only real game quibbles are I can't see my minimap and I can't see my health or my ammo. So it adds an extra level of difficulty when playing. But I know there are people who like to play without the HUD anyway. But the options to move the HUD within Vorpx do not work for this game. To get this result today, I've used the Crysis 3 profile. I will upload this. It's only very kind of basic. I haven't done too much tinkering. I've just done it to see if it will work. And it does. I think you could play this whole game like this. But just be aware of the issues, because it isn't perfect, but it is very good. I'm rubbish. I've got no aim at all. Oh, hello? Oh. That was really rude. Yeah, that is quite a successful experiment, I think. Looking at the game here on the monitor now, it does look a darn sight better than it does in VR. You know, I still think that the original with a bunch of mods is probably comparable to the remaster anyway, but this does look really nice. The detail on Nomad's hand and the gun is really high, and it does look good in VR, but it doesn't look quite as good as it does on the monitor, but that's to be expected. But no, this is completely playable. You could play the entirety of Crysis Remastered in VR using Vorpx, as long as you were happy to either fight through the issues that Geometry 3D has, or settle for Z Adaptive or Z Normal 3D. All the 3D options are available, they all work, but Geometry has some issues and you can't see the HUD at all times, which again could cause some problems for people. But I really enjoyed it. It's really fun to be in there. The world looks nice and it's very, very playable. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave me a like. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every week, at least once, or at least I try to. But I put out all kinds of gaming content all the time as well. So it'd be great if you joined me on this bizarre little ride into my world of YouTube. I'll see you soon for another one. I hope you're all well. Take care. See you later.